Pat Toomey.
It may not be so.
No, well, we're inviting Joe Sestak on as well. Hopefully he'll come on tomorrow. Pat, so tell us, what do you think about this dust-up at the White House?
Well, I've said for several days now, Joe ought to just be more forthcoming. He ought to tell us what happened and get this behind us. I actually think I'm going to beat Joe Sestak totally on the basis of our policy differences.
Right.
And that's what I'd like to be talking about, but we've got this huge distraction going on. And we ought to clarify.
Why won't he just come out and say it?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
But I thought he said, hey, I'm a Navy guy, I'm forthright, I'm going to tell you everything, I'm accountable.
Right, and Joe's campaign message is that he puts principle ahead of his party. Well, looks like somebody in his party did something pretty wrong. He ought to just explain what he knows and let us move on.
And if he did something wrong, if he misspoke misplaced his words,
I have to imagine you have some real color on what's going on here. I mean, this guy is on your other side, so you've probably spent the past week trying to figure out what really happened. Do you have anything more for us?
Absolutely not. I don't know. You know, I certainly wasn't in the room or on the phone when this conversation occurred, so I don't know anything more than you do.
Well, as far as the color goes, people around the table have told us off the record that Rahm Emanuel offered him a job.
I know that.
Well, that's pretty colorful, dude. What do you want?
What
you want
Pat
me to
is
paint
saying
you a
is this
picture?
just fell into his lap.
Is this a question of character for Joe Sestak if he won't come forward and tell the truth about a possible illegal bribe?
I think it's a problem. I think it is a problem because we know there's a very straightforward criminal statute that says you can't offer a federal job in return for a political favor, and it looks like that's what Joe is suggesting happened.
Anybody ever offer you a job?
I've been offered jobs, but nothing to do with politics. You know.
But people say, though, this goes on all the time.
You hear that.
Let it go.
You know, it's interesting. I challenged Arlen Specter in 2004 in a Republican primary, and the entire Republican establishment was against me, didn't want me in the race. Nobody offered me a job. There was never any discussion of hinting around about it even.
Let's talk about politics.